In this video, we're going to talk about который, which is one of my favorite topics. And why is it one of my favorite topics? It's because with который, you can join together two sentences. This makes your speech sound more complex and sophisticated. And you can also use который to define something. Here we have two famous examples of который. Кот, который гулял сам по себе. The cat who walked by himself. Шпион, который меня любил. The spy that loved me. So what do we do with который? We can take two sentences and put them together. If we look at these sentences, это мой друг. Он учится в университете. The two sentences are legitimate, but if we put them together, they sound a little bit simple and kind of redundant. So if we find the redundant aspect of the sentence, which in this case is друг and он, yeah, this is my friend. He studies in the university. That's really a repeated element. What we can do is put these two sentences together, replacing the redundant element with который. Это мой друг, который учится в университете. Find the redundant aspect in this sentence. Это наша соседка. Она любит поэзию. Now let's replace it with который. Это наша соседка, которая любит поэзию. Find the redundant aspect in the next two sentences. Где письмо? Оно было на столе. Письмо и оно. So if we combine those two sentences with который, we get где письмо, которое было на столе? Find the repeated aspect in this set of sentences. Студенты там сидят. Они хорошо говорят по-русски. Here we have студенты and они repeated. Let's replace with который. Студенты, которые там сидят, хорошо говорят по-русски. Can you tell what part of speech который is? If you look at our examples that we saw before, который, которая, которая, которые, you can see that it's an adjective. You can also see that it, like any other adjective, it follows the gender of the noun that it's replacing or the noun that it's going with. When we have something masculine, we have to replace it with который. Feminine, которая. Neuter, которая. Plural, которые. Now, let's just look a little bit about how can we use который to define something. So, for example, кто такой студент? What is a student? So, if you hear a Russian word and you don't know what it means, you could ask, кто такой? Это человек, который учится в университете. A student, that's a person who studies at the university. Now let's look at these words and see if we could define them using который. Шахматист, актриса, писатель, немка. Here's a way that we could define them. Шахматист – это человек, который играет в шахматы. Актриса – это женщина, которая играет в фильме. Писатель – это человек, который пишет романы. И немка – это женщина, которая живет в Германии. There could be other ways of defining these people, but this is one way. This use of using который to define things becomes more and more important as your Russian improves, because inevitably you're going to be in a situation where you don't know a word or you've forgotten a word. In that case, you can use который to define what you're talking about, so that the person you're talking to knows what you mean, even if you don't know or forgot the word. Let's look at some more examples of который. Try to figure out in these sentences, what is который replacing? Американцы, которые были в Москве, очень любят Красную площадь. In this case, который is replacing американцы. Plural gives you a big hint. Вы видели студента, который живет в этой квартире? This one's kind of a tricky one. Который is masculine, so we know it has to be replacing something masculine. Can you find the masculine thing? It's student. Don't be tricked with the "a" here. Why is it studenta instead of student in this part of the sentence? It's because studenta is in the accusative case. Вы видели студента? Have you seen the student who lives in that apartment? Try the next one. Ты живешь в квартире, которая находится на Большом проспекте? What is который replacing here? It's feminine, so we know it has to replace something feminine, which is квартира. Again, квартира is in prepositional, and so we might have to think about whether it's feminine or not with the ending on it. Try the next one. Ты видел пальто, которое было на кровати? Here we know we have to choose something neuter, so of course it's пальто. Now try putting in the right form of который. Она знает американца, который изучает русский язык. Here we have который, masculine, and again, американец has become американца because it's in the accusative. Ты видел платье, которое сейчас на стиральной машине? Neuter, платье. Мы читали о музыке, которая была у Ирины. О музыке, которая, feminine. Я не купила книги, которые в книжном магазине. Книги, которые. So far, we're dealing with который only in the nominative case. We will also see который in other cases coming up later. Let's look at a meme. Это кран, который пьет воду.